We are on our way to Croatia. What a start to another vlog. It's been a busy week this week. Poppy turned 8. Lee turned 40 yesterday.
21.
Oh, my ears just popped. Did yours?
Yeah.
We're going over a big old hill at the moment, making our way from Aberdeenshire down to Edinburgh Airport to fly to Dubrovnik. This was a surprise for Lee's 40th birthday. Scoop! 3 nights, no kids, good food, gorgeous views, heading to somewhere that we've never been to before. We've been to Croatia, we've never been to Dubrovnik, and I am so excited.
Buzzing.
Absolutely buzzing. Yeah, so we're going over the Cairn Mount just now. I'll show you. It's half a bonny. I mean, it doesn't look that bonny right now. It's a lot of nothingness. But when we get up to the top and are going down the other side, I'll show you the views because they're pretty good. We were just listening. I decided to start vlogging because we've got a network error. We're listening to a podcast. So I've wanted to listen to this podcast for ages, and I did actually try listening to it. Like, 2 of my best mates are obsessed with it, and they were like, you should listen. I love a podcast, but it's so scary that I put it on when I was out on a dog walk, and I was like, absolutely not, there's no chance I can listen to this. So I ended up listening to like Sam and Pete's podcast or something like that, that's much more like
chill,
fun and light and fluffy. But the episode that we've just put on is about a guy who, does it say what the episode is called? Oh yeah, the Torre Laguna House, about a guy that goes on, a guy actually that works offshore. Oh, our Airbnb lady's messaging us. Oh, hang on, let me show you the views. Oh, there you go. Good views. We've got some camper vans coming over the hill. We've got a biker going down. Have you been down here on your bike?
I haven't, no. I mean, going down sounds fun, but coming out... Did you just give me the finger?
Who? I don't know, but I'm filming, so I'll be able to check. Do you think he gave you the finger?
I do, yeah.
It's probably because he saw my phone going like this, no? Or maybe the fact that you're driving a Tesla.
Both, but...
Both. Let's have a look. I just went and checked the footage. You can't actually see if the red car
I'm sure he did.
gave him the finger or not. Let me know if you guys can spot it. Yeah, so we're listening to an episode of Uncanny on Spotify, the Torre Laguna House. We're currently halfway through part 1, about a guy who works offshore as an ROV pilot, arranges to go and stay with 2 of his chums in a haunted, well, what seems to be a haunted house. Oh yeah, by the way, I'm blonde. If you hadn't seen. This is like ADHD overload, isn't it?
I like to jump from one thing to another.
I know, that's my brain. That's how my brain works. Anyway, blonde hair. We're off to Dubrovnik. We're listening to a scary podcast.
You were getting into a bit of detail about this podcast.
I know, but we can go and listen to it if they like the sound of it. I don't want to spoil it for you. Scary though. So I'm now listening to it with Lee because I can't manage to listen to it by myself. And it was like, giving me goosebumps. Do you find it scary?
No.
Are you enjoying it though?
I would like to stay in something like that to experience it.
We did.
Oh, why have you more?
We stayed in the most haunted, scary house ever. So, should we have a little story time? So we arrived, and it was, I don't know if you remember when Lee had that awful, scary chopper ride and his chopper nearly dropped out of the sky into the ocean. And that weekend we were booked in to go to it wasn't an Airbnb, it was through cottages. Was it cottages?
I can't remember.
I think it was cottages. And we arrived, and beautiful cottage, and we got there.
Supposedly setting was a bit like this, where you're in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, it really wasn't totally off the beaten track. Nothing around it, was there?
Yeah.
And you couldn't see another house. And we arrived, and it was beautifully decorated. And the first thing, we went to make some dinner, didn't we? Do you remember?
I can only really remember the issue with
The bedroom.
No, the cupboards.
Cutlery drawer. So we went to make dinner, and we were going through all the cupboards, trying to find plates and knives and forks and all that kind of stuff. And then we found there was one drawer that wouldn't open, that we were like, the cutlery must be in there, because God, this is so bouncy, sorry. Because there was no cutlery anywhere else, and the drawer would not open. It was like a wooden traditional drawer, but you know, an old kitchen, so it wasn't like on runners, it wasn't glide, it was like just wood on wood, wasn't it, to pull it out.
Yeah.
And this drawer would not open. There was no lock, there was nothing stuck, there was nothing, you know, it just wouldn't open. So we had like the contact number of the lady that was like the, you know, caretaker of the house, wasn't she?
Yeah.
And I phoned her and I was like, this is really weird, but we can't open the cutlery jar. Like, you know, is it locked, or has anyone had an issue with this before? And she's like, no, that's very strange. So her and her husband came over, and all four of us were at this drawer, weren't we, for ages and ages and ages, trying to get it to open. It would not open. It wasn't like something was catching on it, it just was like it was locked. And then she was like, I just don't really like know what to say, like I don't know what to do. And then we just left it for a couple of minutes, went back, and then the drawer just opened, didn't it?
Yeah.
Like, no, if it had been Lee and I, just ourselves, or just me, Lee would have been like, you're at it, what are you doing? Like, but the fact that four of us, me, Lee, the lady and her husband, could not get this drawer to open, and then we all just witnessed it, just no dramas, it just opened. So that was the first thing. I was like, oh my god. And then that night we went to bed. I was very, very early stages pregnant with Poppy. I think we maybe just found out, or maybe didn't even know. Can't remember. And I was laid in bed, and I just had the most awful feeling. Every time I nodded off, I would wake up, and it was like the walls in this room were closing in on me, and then like going back out again, and then coming in and going back out. And it was just, it felt awful. It had the most awful feeling to it, didn't it?
I actually can't remember it, to be honest.
Remember I kept waking you up, didn't I, in the bedroom?
I was probably like, well, just go to sleep.
Yeah, let me go to sleep. And the girls were in a separate bedroom to us downstairs, and they couldn't sleep. They were up and down, and it just had, if you were looking for, like, I would never go and stay there again, but if you were looking for that kind of trip, like a haunted, scary, oh what's gonna happen kind of trip, I'll link the cottage down below, because it honestly had such spooky vibes. And I remember I said to the lady the next day after we stayed, I think we were only there for 2 nights, I think we actually left a night early, but I remember saying to her, has anybody else ever said anything about like being haunted or spooky feelings? And she was like, yeah. So it was like a known thing. But yeah, I remember looking it up online after we got back, and there was nothing. It was just a very, 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 very old cottage, but there was nothing, no scary write-ups about it. Anyway, I'm going to go now. Hopefully our podcast will be back on, and I'll catch up with you when we get to Edinburgh Airport, and we can do some airport shopping together, and maybe go for a glass of champagne or something.
Nice.
Can't we?
We can.
Is it Edinburgh? Do they have the Fortnum and Mason champagne bar?
I'd imagine so, yeah.
Go do that. So we should really be saving ourselves for a nice lunch, which we are doing.
Well, you literally just said we're going to get some great food.
We were a bit peckish. It is lunchtime. It's 12:41.
Well,
We ended up in Dundee Retail Park because when we were coming along, and I was like, oh, there's a Next here. I've got a dress from Next in my bag that I'm taking on holiday. It's a size too big, but I'm just taking it because I haven't had the chance to go into town and change it or go shopping, and so that's what it is. And then when we were going past here, I was like, oh, there's a Next there. So I said, do you mind if we pop into Next and I'll see if they've got that dress in the size down? And I was meant to be navigating us, and I missed the exit. So we had a 6-minute detour to loop round and come back. And it's a Next home store. So there's no Next here, so I'll be wearing my dress that's too big. But also, there's also a Burger King, so we just got some chips.
and I needed a loo as well.
Ali needed a wee, so we came out with two portions of fries. That's what happened.
Something that fills up before we get to our
Have I ever got a stress rash? Is it spicy mayo?
Maybe, yeah.
And then when we get to the airport, we can go for a nice lunch. What we're going to have. Will we not have time now?
No, what time will we get there?
Oh, better go, guys. Made it.
Made it.
Cheers.
Put a bit of it in. 6 minutes to get through Edinburgh Airport, through security. Easy.
Bottoms up. Chicken and prawn pad thai in all bar one. So I saw a thing online that said you can get an extra bag on an EasyJet flight if you buy something like in the airport and shove your bag in that bag. So we're going to give it a bash. He treated himself to some new trainers as well, didn't you, Milders?
Yeah.
There's our plane.
Waiting patiently.
Not so patiently.
I'm tired, yeah, I'm looking forward to a snooze.
So I've got The Summer I Turned Pretty download ready to watch. Can't wait. Let's go! We've arrived. Feeling excited. Just start clapping. Okay, we've just arrived at the Airbnb. We have had the most talkative Uber driver and the most talkative Airbnb host. She is the owner, and she's so lovely and has loads of information, but I was like, I just want to get out there and explore. So before I turn this place into like a mess, I thought I would just quickly show you around. So this is the kitchen where we're not going to be spending any time at all. When she was like pointing out the plates, I'm like, don't care. Not going to be eating here. She's an artist, so all her art is on the walls. This is the living room, and then look outside. We are literally, I don't know how well you can see. Yeah, you can. We're like right on the main street with people eating down there. And then apparently out there is a little terrace, but we could not be more central. And then here is the bedroom, and then here is the bathroom. So funny how you can like hear the outside noise so loud in here but not in the rest of the place. Thank God this isn't a bedroom, because listen, it's very noisy. Anyway, I'm gonna take my trainers off, take my socks off, put my Birks on, and we're gonna go and explore and find somewhere for dinner. We've chosen a restaurant. They all look the same, don't they?
They do, yeah. Quite a late dinner, this, isn't it?
What time is it? 10:30. No wonder we're hungry. We are sharing spicy pizza and
Greek salad. Oh, super, thanks.
Sharing a spicy pizza and a Greek salad, pasta rose, pasta prosecco, and then what?
And then a gelato.
And then, no, we're not sharing a gelato, babe.
Alright,
We have to have our own gelato.
nice.
From Peppino's.
First impressions of Dubrovnik.
Unbelievable. Like, unbelievable.
It's a lot prettier than I even anticipated it being.
Really?
Yeah.
I can't wait to like properly explore and see it all. We'll show you a bit of it after dinner and how it all looks, but it's beautiful. Okay, we've got Lee Meldrum in his natural habitat. Found the sweetie shop. Alright, what did you get? One cable.
A few fizzy colour bottles.
How much did that cost you?
What do you think?
10 quid.
£8.10.
Well, would you ever learn? You know, I would have guessed it would cost something like that.
God, it's £1.
My cable must have been 3.
I know.
It is looking like a beautiful day out there. I'm going to sign off here. Yeah, I'm going to start another vlog of what we are actually getting up to whilst we're here. So I'll see you all on Tuesday. Bye.